Hello, everyone, and welcome to Vessel of Hope. It's Tuesday. So I'm here to give you your Tuesday goodness, your Tuesday greatness, your Tuesday time to step away from the work week and what's going on in the world for us to have our conversation. Here's our weekly conversation here on Vessel of Hope. But thank you for those of you that are on and that will be coming on. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. But you know what I need for you to do for me? I need for those of you that are there on YouTube to go ahead and just share it. You can share it on your own personal YouTube wall that they have there, and you can like, and don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bar on YouTube so that you can know when we are live. And for those of you there on Facebook, I need you to show me some love. I need you to love. I need you to share it as well on your wall. As I say, someone may be passing by your wall. I say, oh, that pretty young lady there. What she say? Let me hear what you say. And click on it, and it might bless their soul. So go ahead, for those of you on Facebook, go ahead and show some love and share and follow the page and tell everyone. Be like, hey, don't just watch. Follow along. You know what you says, kids? Sharing is caring. So here. If you care, you're going to share, right? Just that simple. If you care, you're going to share, right, Prophet Letter? So go ahead and do that for me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, but today we're going to have our conversation. Our conversation is simple. It's not nothing serious. It's not nothing all big, all out there. We're going to be talking about intentions today, right? So let's go ahead with this dialogue of intentions, right? We're going to be talking about intentions. But what is intention? First thing I want us to give you the definition. I got two different definitions from two different dictionary of what intentions would be. One of the definition is intention is something that you want and plan to do. Right? Like right after this, my intention is after we finish here, as always, on Tuesday after Best of Hope, I go upstairs and I sit down with my dinner in front of the Channel 7 News and I watch and I see what Lee has to tell me today. And then Apostle will pass by and she'll be like, Lee, what's going on with this weather? So we go ahead and we see it. This is our intentions after Vessel of Hope. So there it is. It's something that you want and plan to do. So we plan to do something. Another definition they have of intention is a prior conscious decision to perform a behavior. So it's a prior conscious decision to perform a behavior. So it's something that you're planning, right? It's basically a plan, something you have, a goal or a purpose that you have that you want to do, that you want to see happen. You're planning something in mind and you want to see it in fruition, right? It's just like someone's doing a baby shower. Hey, do people still do baby showers? Do people still do baby showers? Because I know most of the things now is reveal sex reveal party of what the sex will be of the child. It's a reveal party. So what is it? Do we do baby showers? Just a side note. Yeah. So if you're planning something, your intention is, hey, these are my goals. This is what I want happening. This is the purpose of me planning this baby shower because someone is expecting. So we want to make sure you come along. So intentions are planning. It's goal. There's something that you want to do, a prior conscious decision to perform a behavior. It's we had this conversation before a while back, Prophet Loretta. Oh yes, they do. Thank you, Prophet Loretta. We had this conversation a while back in that when the summer was coming on, we were talking about the gatherings you're gonna have with family members. So you prepare your mind, you prepare your mental state, how you're going to behave when you're around certain family members, how you're going to behave when you're around certain people, right? So that's intention. I intend, like if I have to be around certain things, I'll tell a pastor and evangelist. I say, you know what, I'm gonna go in this mature. I'm gonna go in this as a good person. I'm planning to be nice. But I say, but if peradventure, if this person if you see that person walking towards me, you just pull me away. Because I'm planning. My intention is to go in being nice. My intention is to go in being cordial. But if you see this person coming, because you know they rub me the wrong way. Right? So let's brace ourselves. You come forth and say, let's just go outside. Let's just do this, So your intentions, you plan. You plan how you're going to behave in a situation. That's just basically what the intention is, right? But in order to find out your true intention, you have to ask yourself this question. Just this one question I think that you should ask yourself, Prophet Loretta, right? Just this one question is, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And that should be something that you ask generally in a lot of things or in any things. Why am I doing this? What's the purpose of this? The other day, a while back, about a couple of months ago, I was talking to the Lord. We were having a nice conversation, wonderful conversation. And I was talking to the Lord. So I started to say some things and started to name some things. And the Lord said to me, why do you want that? I said, like, what you mean why I want that? Jesus, what's wrong with you talking about, Willis? Why do you want that? And it's such a simple question. But in that time, as the Lord was asking me why do I want that, I really had to think about, why do I really want that? And then the Lord said, what is the intention? And this is where I got this whole scenario, this whole topic from. What is the intention? And sometimes that is really what we need to ask ourselves most of the time. Why are you doing this? What is your intention? What is your purpose of this? What is your intention, perhaps, Loretta? What is your purpose for this? Perhaps let's be alert, Apostle. Guys, you always gotta be alert. Always gotta be alert running around because you don't know. And side note, the other day, just in life in general, just in anything, if I have a conversation with someone, or if I'm watching something or watching the news or something, or something happened, or I'll tell a person, I'm like, oh, this is what happened, this is what the person said, or so on and so forth. And then I'll sit down, and then like an hour or two later, I'll come back and I'll be like, but when they said that, the tone was like this. Or if I'm standing in front of them, when they said that their body, they were moving like this, because I analyzed. And then I was like, I wonder why they really said that. They said that, but I don't think that's what they meant. Because when they said that, they said something else that contradict what they just said. Oh, when you have a conversation with me, brace yourself. The brain just keeps going, right? So again, why are you doing this? The intention. You have to be careful how you answer this question of why you're doing it, because when you're beginning to answer that question, you begin to think, am I doing it because is this pleasing to others? Because sometimes our intention is only to make sure someone else is comfortable, or to make sure that it's pleasing to someone else, or to make sure that that person is happy. That's your intention sometimes. It's not for nothing else, but it's just for others. What will others think about me if I do this, if I say that, if I act this way, if I go that way, if my perception of this is the opposite? What will others think? So what are you doing? Why are you doing it for? Is it for others, or is it for yourself? Is it to benefit you? These are things you need to ask when you're dealing with intentions. What are you doing it for? Is it for others, or is it to benefit you? And that's what the Lord was really asking me. Are you doing this for others, or is it doing this for you? Like, where are you at here? Where are you at here? Hey, cousin June. Where are you at here? What is your intentions? Is it for others, or is it for yourself? So the next time you plan to do something, think about the intention behind it. Am I doing this for others, or am I doing it for myself? We're not even going to talk about you doing it for the Lord, but are you doing it for others, or are you doing it for yourself? Because in anything we do, majority of the things we do, we're doing it for benefit, some way, somehow. And whether it be to benefit you or to benefit others, even to benefit your kids or your grandkids, the long haul, there's an intention. There's an intention behind it. There's a reason why you do it, right? There's a purpose why you do it. There's a goal why you're doing what you're doing. Why do you think I'm sitting down here? I sit down here. I was telling someone the other day, I sit down here because my whole intention is that we can grow together as believers. Mainly my core audience is mainly women, but men, we love you too. Come on over. To grow together as believers, to make sure that we understand basic principles, and just to be good Christians and good beings. We want to be good beings. We want to make sure we're out there and we're living right and we're doing right. God is gangster. Oh, Paris brother, don't I know it? And I like to say it, and I like to say this. I think we talked about this before, that the Lord will speak to you how you speak to him. God is not going to come down here and say, Marcelle, thou is speaking it to me, and I want to speak it back to you. That's not how I'll be like, what you saying, Jesus? He's going to talk to me how I talk. And how I talk to the Lord is how I'm talking to you right now. So God is going to come back to me, because sometimes I'll be gangster. Oh, God be like, you want to be gangster? Okay, I got you. Right back at you. Right? So again, intentions. Sometimes the intentions are not to hurt or to be malicious, but at times the outcome of it can hurt and can be hurtful and be malicious. Right? So sometimes your intentions is not to hurt someone or to be malicious against someone, but the outcome of it can be hurtful. and the outcome of it can be malicious. Look, like you tell someone their outfit didn't look good on them. Girl, I didn't look too good. That didn't look too good. And like before I came down, Mother P said to me, she said, that's a lot of colors you get on your day. I know Mother P doesn't mean it in a malicious way, but if I was having a bad day, or if I was already self-conscious about myself, I would have taken it like, I can't believe Mother P, I can't believe she just done said that to me. I can't believe she done said that. And how she said it just got me upset because I am the receiver of what was being said. So again, sometimes your intention is not to be hurtful or malicious, but it all depends on how the other person will receive it as well. Telling someone that they don't look good, your intention was to make sure that when they go out in public, they won't be laughed at or people be like, what the world are they wearing? That's your intention. But to them, the receiver receive it as, that's so hurtful that you're basically saying that I look like a hot mess. But that wasn't your intention. Your intention is not to hurt or to be malicious, but it's to bring caution. Right, Barbara Loretta? Barbara's like, right, exactly. Or telling your spouse to be more romantic or to do things differently. You're not being malicious by telling your spouse that. You're just like, hey, can you take me out to dinner? Can we do a date night on it? You're not being malicious by saying that because you just want to grow your relationship. But what your spouse is hearing is, I'm not good enough. Because to them, they're doing the best they could. They're working. They're providing. They're helping out ways in the best way they can. But you just saying, "Can you do this differently?" They're hearing you're being malicious to me because you're not grateful for all that I've already done. You see what I'm saying? So your intention again can be good. It can be great. It can be wonderful, but it can turn out to be hurtful or malicious. Telling someone, did you hear what that preacher said? You heard what they just said? Good intention. But the receiver is hearing, oh no, now you're throwing the preacher's word at me. You're trying to hurt me. You're trying to condemn me. But that's not what they were saying. They were just saying like, wow, that preacher really hit the nail on the head. They really preached that sermon so well. But no, the receiver here's something else. So your intention, I go in good. I want to make this nice. I want to make it right. But it ends up being hurtful or malicious. And again, also, you have to be careful of the receiver, what mood that receiver is in. That's why sometimes if I have something big I want to share with Apostle, if I know, okay, she's doing her sermon, that's not the right time for me to share something big with her because she's in the middle of her sermon. Sometimes, you know what I like to do? I like to wait when she finishes praying. Because I know she already just talked to Jesus. So Jesus said she come down and she could take the bad news, right? So it's the time that you're going to give this information or say what you're going to say. It depends on how the receiver will receive it. I asked my brother one time, I said to him, I said, Abbas, I was talking about this the other day too. I said, why do men or husbands, why is it your wife have to ask you to do something 50 million times and you don't do it, like it takes so long? He said, because of the time they ask. He said, my wife, she always want to ask me something when I'm in the middle watching a sport game. Don't ask me to do something in the middle of a game. What's wrong with you? Her intention is to say, hey, this needs to get fixed. Can you do this? But what the receiver is hearing is you're asking me this at the wrong time. You asked me this at the wrong time. So again, you don't mean to be malicious or you don't mean to be hurtful. Your intention is not that, but it all depends on how where the receiver is at to receive what you are saying to them. This is why we have to go with the spirit of discernment. You have to really be careful of the mood swings of others, because you may be happy-go-lucky at that moment and someone is not. They don't, it's too much. Like sometimes I tell the kids, bring it down, especially early in the morning when they're hyper, especially if you have a plan for the day. And I tell them the day before, you guys got to be ready at this time because we're leaving. I don't usually tell them where we're going. I just say we're leaving at this time, so be ready at this time. And so they're excited, happy-go-lucky in the morning. I'm like, bring it down. Too much. I didn't drink my coffee yet. I always tell Apostle, I'm like, I didn't drink my coffee yet, so we can't get no serious conversation. I didn't drink my coffee yet. After my coffee, we can go all day, right? So again, is the receiver, what is the receiver receiving? In some ways, your intentions can mean well, but end up being poorly judged. right? Your intention can mean well, but it ends up being poorly judged. Again, go back to the spouse. Why don't you do it why don't you do it this way? Or why don't we do it differently? But what is your other spouse's meaning? It's the judgment is poor. It's a poor judgment because now the spouse is hearing, I am not good enough. I'm not doing anything good enough for you. So again, watch the intention. Watch the time. Watch the time when you're saying it. Watch the time. Watch the time when how the person, what mood they're in to see if they will receive it. So what is your intention? So what is your intention? Turn on this fan a little bit because it's getting a little warm. Yeah. Because I turned it on and then I start feeling cold. So I turned it off. And now I start feeling hot because we're conversating. Because I'm yabbering over here, right? Right? That happened to me one time when Apostle had me to pray on the line. So I offended someone. They got mad at me, but I didn't know the person. Sorry, the person. Sorry. This is the glare of my glasses, like, so it's hard for me to see it. So yeah, yeah, I get it. Yeah, because some again, the time. That's why we have to be careful. It's like when we talk about the enemy coming like a flood. How he comes in like a flood? Because you're backed up in bills, so your husband coming home mad. You got a call from the school for your kids. Your mom is telling you she's sick. You got to take her to the hospital, and all of a sudden now your back start hurting. What is that? That's coming in like a flood. That's everything. And don't forget now your what you call your pipe just burst. So now you got to get a plumber to come in to fix that. And then you're getting ready to go grocery shop, and then you realize that the direct deposit dropped, but some bills took out, so it took your grocery money. So now you don't really have money for grocery. And now I'm coming to tell you, hey, you think you can open up in prayer today? Oh no, I can't right now. This is so I can't even think. Right? Or hey, you think, hey, you want to come hang out? I'm having a little get together tonight. You want to come hang out? And can you make that banging lasagna that you usually make? I'm gonna snap at you because all of this that's going on now. You want me to come hang out with you and make lasagna? My grocery money was just taken by a bill. See what I'm saying? Your intention is nice. I just want to invite you over to hang out, the thing, but I don't know the backstory. So this is why sometimes, again, you all know if I'm talking to someone, I don't really, Sister Glover, I don't really ask people the backstory. Whatever. What you give me is what I take. So I'm going to respond to the information that you gave to me. But if you go and give me backstory and say, okay, now I get it. Now I understand. So let me put on a different approach on how I will come and speak to you, right? On the advice I will give to you because you give me the whole story, the whole backstory. So now I know how to maneuver this conversation and how we should talk about this conversation. So again, we have to be careful. What is your intention, right? Why do you do what you are doing? Why do you do what you're doing? So the government, why you work where you're working, right? For those who are married, why you marry this man? Right? Where you work with, why do you go to this particular church? Why do you live in the neighborhood you live in? All of these are things to think about because all of these, there are an intention to it, right? I don't intend to live in the ghetto because I want to live in the ghetto. I intend to live in the ghetto because I'm planning on moving somewhere else. It's just a stepping stone to get to where I need to go. So we have to think about those things, right? When you're dating someone, the intention is marriage, right? Or the intention should be married, because we're not just dating for dating. I'm not just hanging out with you for hanging out with you. The man is not, Sister Bassett, the man is not just spending money on you to spend money on you's sake, right? The reason why we're dating or why we're getting to know each other is what? Because there's an intention there. The intention should lead to marriage. Right? So why are you doing what you're doing? So if you are dating and the end goal is not marriage, why are you dating? You know, like those people, I'm just gonna date around. What we dating around? What we dating around? Around where? Around the world? Around the state? What we dating around? Right? You know those people? Oh, you know, I'm just gonna date. I'm just gonna date her for a bit, and you know, yo, man, I'm gonna see if she the one, and then if not, I'm gonna just go date. I'm gonna date her cousin Mary and see if she's the one. What we doing that? What we doing? What we doing that? What we doing that? Why we from one to one to one? From one? Why we doing that? right? There should be an intention. You know what? I see the way they move. I like their personality. We hung out as a group, and and I like the vibe. This is for the people in the world, right? Like I said, I like the vibe, man, giving up some good vibe. That's like marriage material. People in the church, right? When I see Sister Mary when she worship, she would bring down Jesus. She don't worry about nobody around. Bring down Jesus, right? And then after church, we were having a fellowship after church, and I was talking to Sister Mary, and I realized, wow, we got a lot in common. I feel the Spirit of the Lord. I feel there's a drawing. I feel there's a kingship there going on there. That this is the one. So what's the intention of that? The end goal is marriage. So if you're dating someone, and the end goal is not marriage, why are you dating? So I tell the kids all the time. Perhaps when I say old folks. That's what I tell the kids all. Oh, let me tell a side story. Oh, I don't want to jump off. I want to stay on track because I want to finish early, right? Mother P told me. I said to Mother P one time. I said, "How did you and Daddy meet? How did this like sometimes I'll squeeze it. What's the intention here, right? Because Mother P. Oh, that's the thing they used to say in Guyana. If someone is dating someone, they always say, "What's your intention?" The woman, the parents asked the guy this question: "What's your intention with my daughter?" Right away, because we need to know it up front, and the intention better be to marry. So I asked Mother P. I said, "Why you how did you and Daddy come about?" And some she was like, "Oh, he was friends with her twin brother. They used to lift weights together, and so on and so forth." And all this other stuff. So it's like, yeah, that's fair. But how did he get into like let's start dating? How he know you was the one, boo? Come on, boo. How he know you was the one? Come on, B was feisty when she was young. So how you know she's still feisty, Lord? So how you know how you know she was the one? So then she said to me, she said, you know what he did? You know what they had to do back in the day? You have to write a letter to the parents. I said, what? She said, yeah. Some of you probably remember that too. She said, yeah, he had to write a letter to grandfather, right? Right. She said, Johnny had to write a letter to grandfather and let grandfather know that he wanted her as a partner. I said, wow. So all of this, Sister Bassett said, yes, all of this in the mid of all of that is he had to lay out. My father had to lay out his intention with my mom to my grandfather, not even to my grandmother, to the grandfather. I had to write a letter, and he came to the door. And even though he would come over the house and exercise with my uncle and stuff like that, he had to write a letter, come to the house, and handed it to my grandfather. And my grandfather was very strict, handed it to my grandfather and back away. And he had to wait for a response. It could take days, weeks, months, whatever, but he had to wait for a response because all of that had to be stated in the letter. Your intention. My intention here, I would love to get to know your daughter. My intention is for a relation. for a relationship, right? And then my grandfather had to see if he approved of my father dating his oldest daughter. Is this someone that I think of because they know each other, but there's a whole lot of story. There's a whole lot of backstory there. But anyway, but there had to be an intention, right, Professor Loretta, in the dating game. So again, we have to understand the intention behind things. So in some ways, your intention can mean well, but end up being poorly judged. Like I said before, again, you're dating for marriage. What is the intention for marriage? If you're pursuing to buy a house, why are you looking at an apartment? What is the intention there? You're pursuing to buy a house, but you're looking at an apartment. Your intention might be off, right? Your intention might be off. Oh, I'm pursuing to buy a house, but let's go look at an apartment. Something is off. You need to shift back your intention to what it really is. Your intention have shifted because you either lost focus or forgot the purpose. You lost focus or forgot the purpose. Because you know those people, we've been dating for 10 years. My Lord, 10 years. What is the intention of this relationship then? If you've been dating for 10 years, what is the purpose of me going and looking at an apartment when I'm already saving up to buy a house? What's the purpose? What is the purpose? Your intention have shifted. You lost the purpose in the midst. So we have to make sure that we shift back into what our intentions really are. Okay. One last thing before we go. One last thing I want to leave you before we go, dealing with intentions. You can start off something good, right? You can start off meaning well, but end up having a bad intention. And that's natural sometimes. Sometimes that's natural. Like you go into things like, oh, I'm gonna do this, this is gonna be great, this is gonna work, this is how it's gonna be. But then what happens? Prophet Lord, it's a free cow. Absolutely. Absolutely. If I'm getting the milk free, why do we need to buy the cow? You know what I'm saying? Save money. And that's where that's where you as the individual, right, you as an individual have to really set the priorities and said, you know what, no, this is really what I want. This is I want this, and this is the time frame I'm setting on this. And if it's not working that way, maybe our intentions don't line up, because your intentions is different from mine. So maybe I need to jump ship, right? Let me go on a ship that's going north, because you going south, and I'm not trying to go south. In every way, I'm not trying to go south, right? So again, right, sometimes you can start off something good, meaning well, but end up having a bad intention. Watch. I want to help this ministry. That you start out. I came to help the ministry. I want to grow with the ministry. I want to work in the ministry. But now you think you own it. Isn't that something? Now you think you own it, and it can't progress without you. Your intentions were good. Your intention, I started out, and this is something that in our old church that used to happen a lot, because every year the bishop would change leadership. If he would change, sometimes he would change the leadership of a department. Okay, you know what? Maybe let's change the leadership of this department, because this year this department didn't do too well under this person's leadership, and we're gonna switch and put someone else in. Oh, that used to be like, oh my gosh. Let me tell you, these people used to act like they're president, like they're the president of the United States of America with these positions, right? So when the shifting of leadership would happen, some people would get upset. I can't believe they changed me. I'm the best person for this. I did this, and it's like, bro, sis, man, brother, sister, evangelist, pastor, prophet. No, they're not. Sometimes the leadership is not doing it maliciously. They're just saying, you know what? My intention is to make sure someone else fit into here, because when you were here for the year, there was no growth. Everything was stagnant. Nothing moved. So maybe a fresh voice coming in could move this department to something better. But you are so attached to that. Your intention was to grow the ministry, but all of a sudden you got so excited that now people are looking at you in a great esteem because you are the head of this department. So you lost focus. You lost focus on why you really went into that department, why you really went into that place to try to help, because now it's all about you. It's all about me. It's not about you, right? It became all about you. So what happened? Your intention shifted. Again, you can start off good, mean well, but sometimes it gets shifted along the way, right? I just want to give advice and make things better. That's where you start out. Oh, you love when people come and ask you, what do you think about this? Or you said, this is what I'm going through. So you're giving advice and you feel good. You're like, yeah, this is what I want to do. I just want to help people. But now you think that people should only listen to you. You have the last word. You have the final say. If they say, I was thinking about this, and and this is what you say, and then they say, but you know what? I'm going to talk to so-and-so and see what they think about this. Why you got to talk to so-and-so and see what they think about it? You should only be talking to me. I'm the only one that know what's right for you. Okay, now you're going to let the dictatorship over here. You don't run my life. But that's how some things happen. You start out nice because, wow, people are really coming to me to ask for advice. And I think I'm giving some really good advice. But then all of a sudden it ends up like, why did you go ask them and didn't ask me? I'm the one you're supposed to come to. I'm the one that's supposed to guide you. I'm the one that's supposed to give you advice. Because what? Your intentions have shifted. You just wanted to help, but now you feel like you're the only one that have the answer. You think you're the only one that know the truth. Like it always cracks me up when people, this is why I don't like definite words. It always cracks me people like, well, this is how it should be. Right, Prophet Joyce? This is how it should work. Well, maybe in certain places, yeah. But again, this is why even in governmental office, even in workplace, this is why sometimes they'll shift a supervisor and bring in another supervisor. Because this place need a change. We need a new supervisor to move things over. You don't own any position, right? And that's something in church world that always got people all riled up, right? Okay, so when I get this position, I'm going to change things for the better. Yeah, you start out good. Now you forget the little people. But that's politics too, right? You hear all of them talking all this nonsense. Yeah, when I get in there, Sister Glover, they say, when I get in there, I'm going to help the middle class. I'm going to help the poor. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And you got to, yeah, wow, that person look like they're really going to help. We're going to create programs that's going to help you with this. That's going to help you with this. That's going to help you with that. You're like, yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So they get in. A month later, everything they said we're going to do the opposite. Why? Why? Their intentions were good. Some of them, and some people I really do believe, like, yeah, they really want to make a change, really want to do something. Their intentions are good. But as they get in or as they move, it has shifted. You say, when I get married, I'm going to take care of my spouse and I'm going to make this house a home. Oh, yeah. Single ladies, we say it a lot, right? Oh, I'm going to be like the best. I'm going to be the best wife. You don't even know. My husband gonna want to come home with a fresh meal every day. I'm gonna bang it in that kitchen. This house gonna be clean. I'm gonna be the best wife ever. Now you're married. Listen, I don't even care. He can just wash the dishes. I don't even care. I don't even care no more. I don't even care. I'm just so annoyed. He can wash his own clothes. I don't care. I don't care. It's not about him no more. It's about me. What happened? You started you started out good, but your intention shifted. And that's where we have to be careful. And that's why when the Lord said to me, what is your intention? Why do you want that? I said, wow, I really had to process that for myself. Because I can mean good today. We can all mean good today, but catch us tomorrow. You know, like those people, oh, when I get my millions, I'm a bless the church. When I get my refund check, when I get my income tax, I'm a bless the church. I'm gonna give my tithes, my offering. I'm gonna sow a seed. I'm gonna put some money to this. You still waiting on that? All of a sudden, you still waiting on that? I don't know what happened. My income tax ain't come yet, but you driving around a new car and your income tax ain't come yet. This is amazing to me. Your intentions can be good, and remember this too. It's always funny to me that we will speak things when we don't have things. Careful of that. We'll speak things when we don't have things, but then when we have things, our language change. Right? We'll speak things when we don't have things, but then when you have things, your language change. Someone call you, oh my God, I just need $100. I just need $100. Girl, I wish I could. Girl, I literally, all I have is $5. I wish I could give you that $100 and I would help you out and I would assist you. Man, I'm telling you, I would if I had. Girl, you know I'm good. If I had, I would. Then all of a sudden, you got a little raise. You got an extra $2,000. The person call again. Oh, I just need 50 more dollars for this mortgage. Just $50 more. Girl, man, $50 more. Ooh, that's steep. $50 more is a lot. Ooh, that's a lot of money. I don't know, girl. Ooh. But you just said if you would help with the 100, and now all I need is 50. You got an extra 2,000, but now it just became a lot. Your intentions were good, right? When you don't have, it's good. And are you a pastor from me? I don't know. I don't understand the question there, Joseph. Joseph James, I don't understand the questions in all respect. Are you your husband pastor? And are you a pastor of me? I'm not quite sure what you're saying. I'm not married. So I'm not married. So I'm not my husband pastor yet. Soon I'll be married, right? Soon, right? Okay. And you can come over to Healing Sanctuary. Our Apostle Marcelle A. Sampson would love to be a leader if you do not have a church home, right? If you do not have a church home, if you have one, stay where you at. If you do not have a church home, you can come on over to Healing Sanctuary, where our overseer and our pastor is Apostle Marcelle A. Sampson, right? Right, Joseph, Brother Joseph? Okay, so let's continue because we're almost finished. We're almost at the end of the road. So again, your intentions is good. When I get married, I'm going to do so. I'm going to take care of my house. I'm going to do this. we're going to have a happy home, right? I'm going to make this house a home. You get married. But again, don't forget, sometimes situations happen. You can just be having a bad day, a bad week. And you're like, I can't today. Like, I can't, I'll tell a pastor sometime, like, I can't Marcelle today. Like, I just can't. I can't Marcelle today. Give me a couple of hours. Maybe in a couple of hours, I'll Marcelle myself, but I just can't Marcelle today. And sometimes things happen. You know what? Oh man, those dishes, I got to wash them. But I just need a moment. I just need a moment. But if this is something that you intend to make up your mind, I'm not going to do it. There's something you need to watch that. You need to be careful of that. But here, I leave it with the scripture, Romans 14 and 16. This is the living Bible. It says it this way. Don't do anything that will cause criticism against yourself, even though you know that what you do is right. And isn't that something? Isn't that something? Your intention is good. I mean, right. It's like someone let's put it in a church setting. You're praying and you feel someone's burden and you feel like, oh wow, that person, the burden is there. My intention is to go pray and help lift that and help the Lord and ask the Lord to lift that burden or lift that load. And you go pray for that person and you're hoping that that burden lifted, but then that person turn around and see you. Why are you praying for me? Right? You're doing it in a good way because you really want to pray and lift that load and that burden off of that person. But that person, again, the day, the time, the hour, the mood that they're in, they turn around and they're mad at you because you're praying for them. And now they're gonna get up and be like, "Could you believe she come and pray for me? Who she think she gonna pray for me? She prayed for me. Out of everybody, she wanna come pray for me." But the Lord really sent them over there to lay hands and pray on your back and soothe you down and try to and pray that the Lord will lift that load and lift that burden. But then that person is saying, "But your intentions are good." So again. So Paul says, don't do anything that will cause criticism against yourself. I think Paul should have probably say try not to do anything because sometimes, again, you mean well, right? But it don't turn out good. So Paul said, don't do anything that will cause criticism against yourself, even though you know that what you do is right. And I talked about this before. You're thirsty. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Oh man, there's no corner store. The corner store that they have that you see is the one that it says deli, liquor, and hookah, right? But you're thirsty. It's the only corner store, Prophet Loretta. So you go in to get some water, and then you walk out, and guess who sees you? Sister Jane, the blabbermouth of the church. She see you walking out of the deli, liquor, and hookah with the brown plastic bag and the water inside, but she doesn't see the water. Your intention is just to go get something to drink. But then you come out and Sister Jane sees you. And all she sees is liquor and hookah. So what she's going to go around now? You know, I saw Pastor Marcelle and she was in the liquor and hookah store. What's she doing in the liquor and hookah store? And she had a brown bag. I know she drank. I'm telling you. Right? Your intentions are good. Your intentions are good to give advice. I'm giving advice. You know what? Maybe you should try it this way. Maybe you should do this way. Maybe you should try figure it out this way. Have you thought about this? As you talk to this person about it, have you tried doing this? Your intention is good, but what the receiver is hearing, you're telling me what to do. You're telling me how to live, and this is not what I want. I already made my mind. This is what I'm going to do. I don't want you to tell me what to do, but your intention is good. You really want to give sound advice. You really want to give wise counsel. You really mean well. But all the receivers hearing is, nope, that's not good. That's not right. They just want to rule your life, right? So Paul is telling us here again, be careful. Don't do anything that will cause criticism against yourself, even though you know that what you do is right. You know it's right. Or like those people that, you're saying, the Lord is saying so and so. Oh, no, that's not what the Lord told me. Okay. You became master prophet today. All right. And then 4 other people come and say the same thing. But nope, that's not what the Lord said. But you mean right. You mean to give advice. You mean to really make sure that they do not make a drastic decision. But what happened? God already spoke to them. And God is saying the opposite of what you said. And now they're going to go around and say, could you believe they said the Lord said that? How can the Lord say that when the Lord told me this? Okay. And that's how it gets spoken of bad. The King James says, let not then your good be evil spoken of. And this is what we need to be careful of with our intention. We start out good. We mean well. But then what happened? It can be evil spoken of. Because again, we talked about it in the beginning. You can mean this, but to someone else, the receiver, is hurtful and malicious. You start out something doing good, but along the way, you get lost and it ends up being bad. Or you really mean good, but others receive it in a worse way. So think about your intentions. You start out good, but the intention change along the way. Why? Because again, maybe either you have shifted the focus or you forgot your purpose. So ask yourself this question: what is your intention? Honestly, ask yourself the question: what is your intention? And answer it honestly. My intention is. And make sure you mean it. And make sure you remember that when whatever you've prayed for, whatever you've asked for, whatever you've moved into, whatever you shift into, make sure that you do what you said your original intention were. Right? All right. That's all I have for you today. Your intention can always help. Amen. Amen. That's right. Absolutely, perhaps, Loretta. We should hope our intentions should always help. Okay. So thank you all so much today for joining us. Let us pray before you go. Don't forget www.hellomarcelsampson.com. A new blog is coming up soon. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. Right. It's coming soon. Right. Thank you all so much for joining. Let us pray, Lord. I thank you today. I thank you, mighty God, for your people. I thank you, Lord, that their intentions will, even though they may mean it good, let it stay good. Let them always examine the reason why they do the things that they do. May it always be to really just give you glory, to give you praise, and may it be in the best benefit, not to be malicious, not to be hurtful, but to be helpful. I pray that you continue to keep your people. Let your hands continue to rest upon them. In Jesus' name, amen. Hey, I love you all. Don't forget to like, love, share, and I will see you all here again next week. Love you. Mwah. Bye now.